Yeah, that was cool.
Was that cool? I kind of wish I was a little bit more fluid with my soloing. But...
I always wish I was more fluid.
You wanted to grab a pick, didn't you?
Yeah, but I think the pick would have sounded too harsh.
That was a cool arrangement.
We took ideas from I don't know, 3 different songs.
And it was inspired by this new studio guitar that we have from Mr. Romero, Pepe.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Freaking.
We rarely get his made in San Diego ones.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've never had one of his custom. I mean, Mike Love has come by and played a few that he got from Pepe, but he's not really keen on selling it. Maybe he will. You guys can hit him up if you want to buy it. I think these are $10,000, but he wanted this to kind of live with us for a little while and get used. So here it is getting used. And
Nice.
I mean, this thing is sick.
probably get used on your guys' album. Yeah.
Definitely.
So that one is Sitka spruce and Spanish cypress sides and back. It's done in the flamenco style.
Yeah. So you got the guard right here. For me, I was trying to do my fake flamenco strum over here, because it's like that whole just you have all your fingers working, and
It's ready to go.
I do the fake whatever it's called. That starts with an R.
I don't want to say it wrong, so I'm not gonna say it. But I know what you're
Starts
talking
with
about.
an R, yeah.
Starts with an R and it involves 3 fingers.
Yeah. I remember watching a tutorial on how to do it, and it sounds so much better on this guitar. So it was Pepe's video, Pepe Romero Senior, and I don't have nails to do it clean.
I just filed most of mine down.
I kind of. I don't know, something like that. So
There was
to block from that.
Sorry. There's a famous guitar maker that passed away a few years ago, Antonio Aparicio, I think is his name. Hopefully I didn't say that wrong. But Pepe was good friends with him and picked up some of the woods that he had ready to make guitars, and so that's what these woods were used for, and it was built in loving memory of him. So
yeah, it says it really nicely on the label.
Yeah, really cool. So big mahalos to Pepe. He's the coolest. But the uke that Kalei has, I want to talk about for a second. I am so impressed with this model. It's even more beautiful than in the pictures, and the sound is incredible. So talk about this a little bit.
Yeah, so this is a artist signature series model from aNueNue, and we were able to get one of these in special for the ukulele site. These are made in extremely small batches, and I think they're only planning on making roughly about 50. We'll see how high the demand is once we kind of reach the end of the production line. But we're going to try and get more of these in as often as we can. This features master grade premium Hawaiian koa for the top, back, and sides. It looks very similar to the UT5K, but there's a few differences with this model. One of them, as you can visually tell, is that it is decked out with different types of designs, inlays, and art located all over this ukulele. Let's start from the top and work our way down to the bottom. So if you look at the aNueNue logo, that's another thing that sets this apart. You have multicolored shell inlays with little hints of blues, some purples, some greens, and it is very, very beautiful. If you move your eye down from the tuning keys, we have a whale inlaid on the top. And a little backstory about this artist signature model. It was designed for one of our good friends in Japan. His name is Klos, and he's one of the most like premier ukulele virtuosos out there, especially from that part of the world. He's well known. He tours all over the world, releases albums. He's also an amazing teacher, and he worked together with our R&D team, especially with the company founder Johnson, to create this model. So he comes from a town in Japan, Kochi to be exact, and they're known for whales, and it's a very meaningful thing for him to put a piece of where he's from on these instruments, and we all love it. We think it's quite amazing. Instead of fret dots for the fretboard, we have the whales inlaid over here in mother of pearl and abalone. It does come with side dots, so if you were worried that you won't be able to see where your fingers are going to be going, you can look down and it should be just fine. Another thing that's unique about this ukulele is the rosette. So the rosette, as you can tell, has different types of colors. Looks like they use turquoise, some mother of pearl, and some wood inlaid for the rosette. And what's really cool about it is, although they're known for their moonbird ukuleles, they kind of kept that style rosette going on here on this artist signature model. Again, with the whale theme going down to the bottom bout of the ukulele, just the tail sticking up here, and all around it's a very, very, very gorgeous looking and very beautiful sounding ukulele. Another thing that's different is the UPT tuning keys. They're black and pearl white. Yeah, very, very nice touch. It's really classy. It blends in with the maple binding that goes along the whole ukulele. So, like we said, brand new. We only have one for now, so this is probably going to disappear real quick. So if you watch this video or you've been looking for an ukulele like this, check it out. It ain't going to last very long. And yeah, here's the Klos signature well model. The sustain right here is kind of nuts. It's like all this.
Yeah.
It's kind of shimmering in a way. Like the notes are fluttering as if they have wings. They're like.
I took it out of the box preparing for the podcast a few hours ago. And I was like, wow, this sounds beautiful. And then I started checking every note. And I'm like, every note sustains so long. It's like, wow. Really an exceptional sounding instrument. I want to get you on it too, Corey.
Yeah.
Gotta get in on this goodness.
We'll get another in a few weeks.
Pretty extraordinary. I mean, this one sounds amazing. I'd be interested to get in more of these and see if they just are putting a little more love into the model.
The
or
last
this
one was, I think it's like really hand selected cord wood.
It is, and also
'Cause-
too, they're tuning their necks differently too nowadays.
Says, yeah, X bracing and the regular bird, design. So.
sounds really great. I really like the choice of UPTs on this one too. I feel like they should do that on all the Koa models.
It matches the Koa models.
Yeah,
really
right.
Nice. They'll put in a suggestion.
All right, so look out for this to hit the ukulele site. Super happy to finally have this model.
Yeah.
And wow, really awesome sound. Whoever gets this,
it has the resonance
guarantee
of a whale.
you love it.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a whale of a time,
You're gonna want a whale on it.
and if you don't buy it, you're still gonna whale.
Whale, gosh darn it.
Whoever buys it is doing pretty well.
Well, see.
Speaking of Pepe, we did pick up a couple from Pepe at the show.
Oh, yeah.
And they're,
Very special.
yeah, totally. Let's get into it.
What key is that?
E minor track? No. G minor?
Oh, it's in C minor.
C minor? Oh, yeah.
Good thing you asked him.
That was a nice.
My
little
hands are
journey
sore
we
too.
went. what key was that?
That was a C minor and
Oh, okay.
F minor for the most part.
Soulful.
Occasional A flat, B flat, G minor in there somewhere.
Oh,
Kalei, can you show those chords on
Oh yeah. So the chords are actually quite simple. I'll show you two ways of playing it. So here's one to make it easier. If you're just getting started, you've been playing for a little bit, you can play a few chords. So C minor is actually technically a bar on the 3rd fret, but I'll teach you guys how to do it in an easier way. So if you're having trouble barring, you can play C minor like this, which is also known as a C5, where you can just put any finger you choose, depending what fingers you're going to be using for the next chord, you can play this however you want. I like to use my ring finger by covering the E and the A strings on the 3rd fret. And you get this sound. Really nice and open, you get nice sustain, good tone. And then the next chord is going to be F minor. So you're going to take these two fingers, your pointer in your middle. You're going to put your pointer on the top string 1st fret. And then you're going to take your middle finger, you're going to put it on the E string, 2nd string 1st fret. Right? And then all you're going to do is take your pinky, put it down on the A string 3rd fret. And then there's your F minor. So we have C minor. And then F minor. Okay, so you have those two. And then next up is the C minor that I was playing. So you can play a C minor like this, or in my case, I was actually barring on the 3rd fret while using my ring finger to play the G string 5th fret. So I could get this sound. So you get kind of like a bass hammer also. So I'm going so that you hear this. And then I'll go to an F minor from here, where I'll keep this finger on the G string 5th fret, but I'm actually going to cover the C string as well. And this is where it gets a little complicated, because your fingers need to be flexible and strong enough to be able to do this. So I'm taking the center joint, or the top knuckle of my ring finger, and all it is just covering the 2 top strings, taking my middle finger, putting it down on the E string 4th fret to complete this chord, while keeping my pointer finger and ring finger in the same position as they were when I was playing C minor. So when you combine the two, you get this. And there you go. Little 2-chord jam.
Sweet. So these were made, the Spruce on both models comes from a piano that was built in 1893. And the one that Corey has is taken from the box and pretty much untouched, so it has that super cool look to it. The one that Kalei has was taken from the soundboard. But both of them from an instrument that made music for well over 100 years
And
before it was deconstructed to make more music.
Yeah, for another 100 years.
Yeah.
Maybe more.
The one you have, Corey, has Brazilian rosewood sides and back.
Oof.
Both in that skin bracing. Why don't you go first? And
so Brazilian rosewood back and sides. What was it, the top again?
Spruce from a piano.
And then he stained it, or
that one is actually an oil, true oil finish, whereas the one that Kalei has is a French polish.
So we got to hang out with the guy that does the polishes, right? William, the Pepe's brother-in-law, and
super cool guy and really, really knowledgeable. Like studied finishes, like been doing it for years, and mastered that art. It's a whole separate art of finishing instruments,
Yeah.
something that I did with Koalau for years. So I had a really good time talking with him, and he's just a really cool guy.
Yeah, yeah. You know, this is one of the lightest finishes you can get for your instrument, so you can get this really nice open kind of a really nice open warm sound. Added with the aged wood, you get this this ukulele that's a guitarele that's just open from the start. Just this. Sound like an old recording.
Sounds like an open guitar.
Jeez. So, yeah. This is tuned G to G. We got wound basses, fluorocarbon trebles. This gives you really good sustain, good ring. Matches very well with the vintage kind of tone. Peghead tuners, or peghead style tuners. These have actual gears in them. It's actually a pretty intricate design in here. There's so many things going on in this tuner that looks basic from the outside. Very smooth. I want these tuners on my I just keep forgetting about them, but anyways, yep. A piano that was broken down and reconstructed into this beautiful masterpiece. This is from the 1893 piano project from Pepe. So check it out. Man,
I know, all those overtones. It just sounds so big. What's the name of that song?
Footprints. Tommy Emmanuel, kind of, sort of. I think that was the right chord. What a crazy movement! That whole piece, it's slow like that, but then, like that.
You know, he's gonna put something in there that's just gonna make it hard.
Like that second part that I forgot kind of goes like went from to like a whole step up.
Back to the so
Super genius.
His
writing.
transitions
Oh my
are
goodness.
just
So this is quite the beast of a 19-inch scale Guilele, 6-string baritone, whatever you want to call it. One of a kind too.
Yeah.
All right, Kalei, talk about this tenor.
Okay, so here is the 1893 tenor ukulele. This has some really, really beautiful spruce that came from a piano that was actually built in 1893. And so after that piano, spent its life being played and creating I'm sure a lot of music was born on it or created by playing that instrument. They decided to take it apart, and Pepe was able to get these special woods. And if you're looking for something that has a really, really open, seasoned sound that's already been aged for over 100 years, this might be something you would want. We have pau ferro for the back and sides. It's a similar wood to the Rosewood family. In fact, it comes from the Rosewood family. You'll see it in a lot of other instruments. It's known for having similar wood grains, just like Rosewood does. But there's a few differences when you look at this wood. But still, you get a really, really nice tone and color from this wood combination. And again, we got these fancy tuners. They look like they are friction tuners, but inside of these, they're filled with little gears to help keep your ukulele in tune. And these are fairly expensive tuning keys, so don't let the looks fool you. Really nice open sound. And all of Pepe's ukuleles and guitars are known for having a really big, full, rich tone to it. And it sounds really beautiful.
So this uke has a new set of fluorocarbon strings that Pepe's making. This is the lava. So what they're made for is to be a lower tension version of his fluorocarbons, so it's easier on the fingers. You do get more power out of his regular UT sets, but if that's too high tension for you, it's a good option for a low tension fluorocarbon set.
Nice.
I think this one with his regular strings, which we'll put on if you want when you buy it, would be even better than.
I think so.
But I like these fine, but I just love the power of his regular set.
Yeah, I'm used to too, like feeling a higher tension on his instruments.
Yeah.
I think it's because like he's always put them on.
Yeah. But it's like there's definitely customers that are going to prefer these, especially if still kind of building up your hand muscles, or you have any sort of arthritic things, or if you just like it extra easy to play, and they still sound great.
I like how they sound.
Yeah.
And they're not like that, like the tension's not so low that like someone like me who prefers higher tension, it's not so low whereas I can't enjoy it.
Right.
It's balanced.
And they're not like super thin.
No.
Feels like a different material almost to be lower tension.
It kind of, I guess the color hue only kind of reminds me of the titaniums.
Yeah, it's kind of
Scenario.
a smoky kind of a
I like
gray.
it.
Yeah. All right, so tonight is a true custom showcase because we're not slowing down. It's keep ramping up from here. We got a couple Petros to show you guys.
Ooh.
Man, this concert sounds really good.
Yeah.
This is with high tension strings too. This sounds nice.
Nice. That was fun.
That's fun. It's a random jam. All right, so the challenge for me is to remember what we just randomly just played. But for the first part, there's actually two sections. There's an A section and a B. The A section involves a B flat, or in this case, I probably would rather use a B flat major 7. So if you really know how to play a B flat, hold your B flat. If you don't know, take your pointer finger, cover the top 2 frets of the first string. So A, E, 1 on both of these strings, so on the first fret. Then you're going to take your middle finger, put it on the C string 2nd fret, and then follow up with your ring finger on the G string 3rd fret. That's your B flat. A B flat 7 is actually even more simple because now you don't have to worry about covering 2 strings with 1 finger, aka your pointer in this case. So all you're going to do is just lift that finger up and only hold the E string's 1st fret. So again, B flat major 7. From the top string, you can count it as 3, 2, 1, 0. Now we're going to go to a 7, so you can kind of consider this a B flat 7. So if you know how to hold a B7 like this, it's just playing it a half a step down. Or if you don't know how to play this chord, you just bar on the 1st fret, take your middle finger, put it on the C string 2nd. Alright, so there's your B flat 7. And now we're going to go to E flat major 7, which is a bar on the 3rd, and your ring finger on the A string 5th fret. Alright. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this chord and almost somewhat invert it. So what you're going to do is from here, you're going to take what I like to do is cover the bottom 4 strings with my ring finger, and then take my middle finger and cover the top of the G string 2nd fret. So bottom 4, 3rd fret, or bottom 3, 3rd fret, and top finger, top string 2nd fret. And then from here, you're going to go to an F7, which is from the top string is going to be 2, 3, 1, 3. So 2, 3, 1, 3. This is hard. Take your pinky finger off of the A string, and you get that. So this whole passage would sound like this. Now we're going to go on the 3rd fret, the E flat major 7. F7, and then back to your B flat. The B part is going to be basically 3 chords. We're going to go to G minor, relative minor to B flat, and then we're going to go to a E flat major 7, like we did before. And then from here, we're going to go to a D7, and back to G minor. So this passage sounds like this. There you go.
Like, that was a really nice sound.
Yeah, that's sweet.
I was like, when you were like looking at the ukulele, I was just thinking, I was like, I kind of want to play something jazzy, but not in like Q, C, F, G, or
B flat is always a good alternative.
yeah, like the flats are nice. I like those. Like even songs in E flat is good.
They don't get enough usage.
They do in the jazz world. I mean, that's more friendly to a lot of horns, right?
It is, yeah. But it's weird though, in ukulele, like the flat keys aren't really common. You know, I don't know why. They have like such a nice sound to them. Like you don't see a whole lot of like songs for ukulele written in B flat. It's usually G minor, which is, even though they're related, they're 2 different feels, 2 different sounds.
Yeah.
Which is cool. You guys get to come along and do that.
Yeah.
This concert sounds so good.
That one is Redwood, right?
Yeah,
Redwood top.
This is
Micasa?
the famous Tunnel 13 Redwood.
Oh, wow.
This is Bruce Petros, like, I guess his premier top study offers.
Yeah, the Tunnel 13 usually has even more power and clarity.
Yeah. This is the Tunnel 13 Ebony concert ukulele number 126. And every time we get a Petros ukulele, we're always blown away. I mean, it's the truth.
Like, it's hard not to be blown away
Yeah,
by not only the sound but the
looks
setup.
as well.
Yeah, we don't really, I mean, that's the thing that people don't necessarily pick up on, especially because you guys are pretty good with whatever. But feel-wise, talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, like, the action is as low as you possibly could, you might be able to get it. I don't know. I'm not like a setup expert.
I'd say
But
yes.
when I feel an instrument where the action is extremely low but no buzzing, I am extremely satisfied with what I have in my hands. This is a concert ukulele. Sounds more like a tenor. Which I love. So Macaster Ebony for the back and sides. Very, very beautiful, nice, dark, rich colors and tones and textures going on. And one thing about every Petros ukulele is that there is some really, really beautiful designs and features that aren't necessarily hidden, but you won't really see it and appreciate it unless you're looking at it right in front of you, up close and personal. Koa binding for koa top and bottom binding for this ukulele. Side port, beautiful finish going on here. Mahogany neck, Rubner tuners. We don't really see too much luthiers using these on ukuleles, and we're glad that Bruce uses them on his instruments because it really does match the overall look. I like how they feel. They're really extremely smooth. This one has the hibiscus flower as the theme for this ukulele. As you can see, we have it on the 3rd, 5th, 7th, 10th, 12th, 15 frets of the fretboard. And then it continues on to the rosette and the binding over here and purfling inlays that you see on the top. And he usually, this theme will continue down to the bottom bout of the ukulele on the button, and as well as a nice strip coming down the center where the sides meet on the bottom of the ukulele, and as well as more intricate designs going on here. The center back strip coming down the rear of this instrument, and is gorgeous sounding.
It's got this like glow to the tone.
It's not. I don't think it's bright at all.
Yeah, it's nice and warm.
It has clarity, but it's not bright.
There is a good amount of brightness in it, though, which is really nice.
It's bright without being harsh in any way.
Wow. Okay, let's hopefully I can do this ukulele justice with the sound sample.
Very
nice.
powerful indeed.
Yeah.
I nominate that ukulele for Concert of the Year.
Oh, can I vote too?
I think it'll be Concert of Quarter 2, 2023. We'll, at the end of the year, do the top 4 of the year.
I think it'll still be on there. I think it's pretty special.
Oh, this is setting the bar real high with this thing.
Yeah.
Corey, how many roses are on your tenor?
So, was it 48 or something? Or 52?
51?
51, yeah.
Oh, 51. Okay, so there are 51 roses on this rose-themed ukulele. Number 27 from Bruce Petros and his workshop there. Beautiful work. As always, very excited to hear that these were delivered recently. In fact, today. Is it today?
Yeah.
Yesterday. And yeah, like Kalei was saying, it's always a treat. And we're so spoiled to be able to play these masterpieces.
Spoiled is an understatement.
Yeah, the action is so buttery.
Like, is it even possible to bring it lower?
It's low, and you still get depth from the. Usually, that bottom end just disappears if you have action.
Yeah.
This low.
It's like, it's so low that it's low enough to the point where if someone wanted to lower it even more, I'd probably ask them why.
Yeah.
It's like, why?
Yeah, because you want a certain amount of feel, right?
Yeah. You don't want to just like pluck your string and fill the whole fretboard while you're doing it, you know?
Yeah.
Bruce is flirting with the laws of physics here.
It's like, this shouldn't be possible. But it is. And what helps drive that really deep sound that you're hearing is this beautiful cedar top. The back and sides is a rosewood. This is Panama rosewood. And see on the back strip here, you got the rose design, which is the same kind of design that's around the rosette. You got it's like, yeah, so what?
Oh, I didn't count that one.
So there's
52.
the extra 52. You got this like almost hand engraved looking rose going on here on the strap button, and then the end graph you have an additional 6 roses, an extra row of roses, and around the rosette, ring around the rosette, and then that beautiful rose design makes its way all the way to the 12th. Well, it occupies the 12th up to the, what is that, the 18th fret. Ebony bridge, fretboard. Speaking of fretboard, it has a nice radius to it that adds to the whole comfort of playing this beautiful masterpiece. You got buffalo bone on this cap here for the bridge. I always like that. I think that's an overlooked design. I think it's really nice. Side port, and that side port is bound with, I believe that is ebony. So, roses on the fret dots. You got regular inlaid fret dots on the side. Just show it back here. This is the Rubner tuners that come standard on these. There's this really nice vintage looking brass hardware with ebony buttons. Very lightweight. Some of the smoothest tuners you're ever going to use. Low G, fluorocarbon. Ooh. Man. Cedar and rosewood. One of the best. Besides like spruce and rosewood and ebony and spruce or whatever it is. Any of the soft tops. Man.
Yeah, especially on the campanella style stuff, it gets like crazy sounding when you just all the notes.
Yeah, it's
colliding.
so silky. It's a weird chord. Oh, yeah. Anyways,
Pretty
can noodle
incredible.
for days.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be here for a while if you don't stop me.
Right. I'll see you tomorrow.
So, if these stick around for a little while, we'll play them again. But yeah, we do have a lot of, or at least a good handful more left. The next two are ukes that we actually haven't featured before here, so this will be fun.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
white mother of pearl for the purfling.
It says abalone binding.
Oh, abalone.
Abalone.
One thing that was that really caught my eye was the build quality is it's very clean. Like, it's very high. A lot of time went into, especially during the finish. The finish on this ukulele is very not only smooth but very consistent. The whole body up to the neck, faceplate is gloss. Everything is cut clean. Everything is straight as it should be. Yeah, this is a tenor, or is it a concert?
I feel like that's a concert.
Yeah, but it feels like a tenor. It's weird.
Maybe it's like a. Let's check the scale. Yeah, it's definitely a concert.
Oh,
Wow. Tenor body concert now?
No. Oh yeah. Nah, that's a small body too. So there was a show. I don't know if it was 2018. I think it was 2019 in China that Noah went to, and there was a number of different builders there. He came back and he told me he found a builder in Taiwan that he was really impressed with their quality, and it's like it's kind of small. It's like a lot of the people in the family, like it's kind of a family business with a few other helpers, so it's not like a big operation. But yeah, I can see why Noah was impressed. They do very clean work, and the sound is really nice.
yep. And this is in low G. I think that's why that kind of threw me off into thinking it was a tenor. Yeah, wow. Concert size, and these are PhD strings, so you get a very fluorocarbon. Is it fluorocarbons? No, PhDs.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, okay, so it is a fluorocarbon, but with this size and this string tension, the string tension is lower than a tenor, so you get very nice, warm, and soothing mid-range tones. It has a lot of punch too, a lot of volume. Koto tuners, gold hardware, black buttons. One thing I wanted to say, that it's very light. Very, very light. Which I'm sure contributes to this overall full sound that you get. Alright, so check out the new Millar concert from Taiwan. Something like that. I don't think that was correct, but
sounded good.
Yeah, that's an impressive concert, and we're gonna get more from Millar.
Another island in the Pacific. Beautiful island.
Talk about what you got, Kalei.
So, for a number of years, I've been seeing this ukulele pretty much surfacing all over the place on the internet, seeing YouTube videos, Instagram videos, and even some of the customers that walk into our stores mention these ukes. And so for a long time, I've been wanting to try one out. There's not really anywhere that I know of that regularly sells these here in the islands. If there is, I'm kind of sad that I didn't find any, but even better, we have one here available for you to purchase here at the ukulele site. And so now we have this company, hopefully I am pronouncing their name correctly. It's Klos or Klos? Klos.
You were pretty close.
Kind of close.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Either
it
way.
was Klos.
I was waiting to use that.
But yeah, this is made out of 100% carbon fiber for the top, back, sides, and neck. And it's really, really impressive with these is you wouldn't expect a really nice mellow / bright ukulele tone coming out all in one from an instrument that's not made out of wood. There's a lot of like other models out there from many different companies that they call it carbon fiber, but it's not. This is what carbon fiber really looks like. And it's not easy working with this type of material, yet alone building an instrument out of it. That's why you don't see a whole lot out there. And I'm really impressed with how this sounds. It has a lot of volume. And because it's wood, the first thing you would expect is no sustain, but it has really nice resonance. again, no wood on this instrument, so you could take it camping, take it hiking, go visit Mount Everest with this ukulele, and it'll be just fine.
I really like the way this one is voiced. It's probably partly due to the way they're carving out the carbon fiber on the inside.
Yeah.
There's like kind of a pattern going around this belly of the soundboard there.
Carved carbon fiber. A lot of R's.
Yeah, digging this ukulele. Let's see what I can do. All right.
Dang.
That ukulele can punch.
Yeah, really excited to work with this company. I totally like the sound for an alternate wood option that you can, have in your car for, do things with that you wouldn't, travel without worrying too much about humidity levels and all that jazz. Really good.
Yeah.
All right, so let's close this out with a new custom more Bettah. Yeah. As you guys know already, Chuck Moore is one of our favorite builders. There's a character and quality to his ukes unlike any other, and it is our honor to now show you his latest masterpiece.
This is gorgeous. As you can see, this is a very, very beautiful full custom tenor ukulele by Mr. Chuck Moore. And this features master grade 5A Hawaiian koa for the top, back, and sides. Really love the color. And for me, I really like all these tight grains that he uses on his nicer koa ukes. The wood sets that he chooses to use to build these instruments are very, very gorgeous. Ebony binding. We got all sorts of things going on. We got abalone purfling around the rosette. He uses tusk for the saddle and the nut, so this is not bone from like an animal or anything like that. So for those of you who want to be more animal friendly, this is another option. And as you can see, he has some inlays, and Chuck is very well known for his inlay work, and not just inlay work but scrimshaw. And if you see a lot of the pieces that we get from him, you always will see some sort of art picture on the fretboard, mostly on the headstock that he decides to put on, and they're quite amazing for one guy to build an ukulele like this and do all the inlays himself. I can just imagine the amount of work that he puts into every single instrument. And we have the hibiscus flowers here inlaid on the fretboard. And then you can also see a scrimshaw art with mixed materials on here that Chuck does himself. Looks to be a wahine. She's up here on the faceplate of this ukulele. Chuck also likes to use a lot of these more like pighead style tuners. They're geared tuners, gives it a very vintage look with a very modern design. On the inside, there's tiny gears that allows for smooth tuning and keeping the instrument in tune very well, in fact. Very beautiful work from Chuck as always. Always nice to get any of his ukuleles in, and it's always a privilege to be able to demonstrate them here at the ukulele site. So thank you, Chuck, for sending us this, and we'll be finding a home for it for that one special customer who falls in love with this ukulele. So let's give you guys a little sound sample of this beautiful masterpiece.
Nice. What John Mayer song is that again?
The Search for Everything, I think,
Yeah.
from that album. But that was the name of the song, I think. But super cool melody.
Yeah, it's nice. As is this more Bettah.
Yeah.
Big thanks to Chuck Moore for letting us showcase this. You guys can look out for it at auction at the ukulele site soon. Been working on a new website, and that should be out within the month. And
I like the new color scheme and
yeah, we
the
got
whole flow of everything. It looks nice.
we got a number of new things coming up. We've got some ukes from Cremona, some Cremona pickups, which you can buy and use without putting any holes in your instrument. And they're actually pretty nice. Me and Corey spent some time with them at NAMM, and yeah, looking forward to showing you guys those. We'll do a little video on how to install them yourself. Pretty simple. And yeah, thank you guys for spending time with us tonight, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Aloha.